Welcome back, everyone, to the next installment of Deadly Premonition 2. We've gotten somewhat familiar with our surroundings. I think it might be time to go outside. Can you believe it? Let's jog on down the stairs. I'll give myself a little speed boost. And out the door. At long last!
Compared to non-smokers, smokers have a 4.7 times greater chance of getting lung disease. You know that means it's more likely than getting asbestos poisoning?
The risk of death from lung cancer is actually much lower than what you think it is. In fact, it's tiny when compared to heart disease, strokes, and pneumonia. We're always surrounded by easy ways to die, you know. Some people even get randomly struck by lightning and die right there on the spot.
Then I reckon you also know that secondhand smokers have 1.3 times greater the risk compared to smokers?
Of course.
So you won't mind paying the damages when I die of lung disease? How about writing that in a contract for me? You got a pen, right?
Jeez.
I promise to protect you from all the evil in our world. Well, that's stupid. By the way, what's your name?
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please, just call me York. That's what everyone calls me.
Is something wrong with you? Adults ain't supposed to act like that. I only asked for your name so I can write it on the contract. You should have been able to figure that out if you're a real FBI agent like you said. Come on, sign here. Right here on the paper.
Just as I thought, Zach. This contract paper, it's a Sang Rouge wrapper. Sang Rouge is here, too. This must mean that Sang Rouge is connected to the Lise Clarkson murder case somehow. This is a sprawling case that spread across the entire South. It's within our jurisdiction, Zach. We'll need to steal the right to investigate from the local authorities at once. By the way, miss, what's your name?
Patricia Woods. But I gotta write my name myself, or else it won't be a real signature.
I and Patricia.
Tell me, Patricia, does this town have a sheriff, or is it under the jurisdiction of the nearest city police?
Perfect timing. Well, go on and steal it if you want it. I was just thinking about how this is way out of my daddy's league.
Thank you for the information, Patricia. Okay, Zach, it's time to get to work. How should we seize control from the sheriff this time?
Man, if she thought he was weird before. Basic controls. Even a special agent needs to stay sharp when it comes to the basics. They're reminding me of what we already know, but then again, that was from the options menu. This is in-game. R to run. I guess you press L in to crouch. R to dodge. Right stick to move camera. ZR melee, and X. We could still do that red room. Do I have to go to the other side? Yeah.
Hey there. So, you're the fella from the FBI I've been hearing so much about. I'm Melvin. They call me the sheriff round here.
N. Melvin.
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan? But call me York if you can. That's what everyone calls me.
Huh? Well, all right. Mr. York, how's that sound?
Fine by me.
I'm sure you figured this out, but our town's a small one. Yeah, folks are already busy spreading gossip about how some FBI agents come to town. Now, I reckon you came from the city. What was it? D.C., L.A., or New York? Anywho, in the city, it's normal not to know who your neighbor is. Fella who moves in next to you could cook up a dozen folks in his backyard and no one would bat an eye. That's the city for you. Now, I never lived in one myself, but I visited them a few times, so I know what it's like. All pigs must die in the city of wolves. Yeah! Now, does that sound badass or what? I bet you'd... Hey! I know, CLG. I'm just trying to make a little small talk, that's all. Anywho, round these parts, everyone knows each other's name. So lots of folks get leery when they see an étranger like you. And since it's my duty to protect the town, I thought I'd stop by and say hello.
Zach, it looks like this sheriff is quite the happy-go-lucky type. A clear indication of just how peaceful this town is. Melvin, about the Lise Clarkson case.
I knew you were here for that case. Can't put one past the FBI. So they even got eyes on the smallest of towns like us, huh? Our world is filled with information, and it's all within their grasp.
Everyone is weird.
FBI, the Federal Bureau of Investigation.
The Lise Clarkson case is connected to a top-secret case that we've...
I know. If you're fixing to take the lead, then go right ahead. I'm just the humble sheriff of a tiny little town. My jobs are to stop my neighbors from beating the piss out of each other and listen to old folks complain. Honestly, this whole murder case has been weighing me down. So I'm gonna give you my full cooperation, Mr. Special Agent, sir.
Well, Zach, that was anticlimactic. I didn't even get to use my secret weapon. Melvin, there's a cold storage warehouse on the southern end of town, isn't there? I'd like to get permission to enter it.
Say what?
You want to see where the body's being kept, right?
Oh, I get it now. Lisa's body, yeah. Now, that's what I call a special agent. You already figured that much out. But, I'm not too sure that, going down there at this point is really gonna help much, you know?
Explain it yourself, Daddy.
That's incredible. I don't believe this. Amazing. Did you hear that, Zach? They put the body in a cold storage warehouse. This is fantastic. Insanely fantastic.
Really? Well, how about that? Well, all right then. I'll head on down to the warehouse ahead of you and make sure we get permission to search it.
Sounds good.
The management company only keeps the warehouse open during certain hours, so you'll have to come during those hours. I ain't looking to create any further disturbances. So be on time. Got it? Come on, let's roll, CLG.
I'm gonna walk home, Daddy. I still got another stop to make.
Oh, if you say so, sweetie. She's a real sharp one, as you can see, so I try to stay out of her way. Well, all right then, York. I'll see you at the warehouse.
Well, this is a refreshing change from Greenvale. We had to forcibly take over in that case. Your skateboard is your main method of getting around Licare. Why get on and off? A, speed up. B, slow down. Yeah, no car like in the previous game. What are you gonna do?
Hey, you. You ain't secretly cutting kids up and sticking them into jars while you work as an FBI agent on the surface, are you?
God damn. No.
Or using your FBI connections to sell kids to child trafficking organizations?
Also no.
I've arrested people who've done both, but I've never engaged in either of those activities myself. Of course, I have imagined doing such things in order to learn more about the psychology of the criminals I deal with.
Don't tell a kid that.
It was just a joke. Why are you getting all serious? And don't tell me what you imagine, or else I'll get scared of you for real. Hey, can I come with you? You signed a contract with me, remember? And besides, I'm kind of worried about my daddy.
Do whatever you like. This is America, land of the free.
I mean, it is, but I'm on special agent jurisdiction, whether she's the daughter of the sheriff or not.
But I have one condition.
What condition?
Don't ask me about Zach. It's a private matter. Zach, it feels like she's carrying something with her. Kind of reminds me of you back when we first met. I can't leave her alone like this. You feel the same way, don't you?
Amazing. Indicators. Indicators help you stay aware of the direction and distance of your destinations. Main quest. Is that genuinely a typo? It's gotta be quest, right? And then waypoint. Also, though, I was trying to go over here. Low quality plate. Can I look at that? Is it X? Map, journal, stats and items, materials. Might come in handy as a material. Is this freaking Yakuza? I joked about that before, but really? Key items? I don't know if I have anything. Oh, the skateboard. York's beloved ride. It's definitely faster than walking, that's for sure. But also, stamp. These are basically your achievements. There are freaking 400 of them. I'm not going for them. But fortunately, they tell you what you have to do to get them. Apparently, defeat 30 wild dogs, 70, 120. Okay. Okay. Jeez. 750? No. Squirrels. Alligators. Well, here are some questions. Earn the sharpshooter bonus. Oh my god. I'm not doing it. In any case, I am going to need to go to my main quest area. Right, there's M04 and there's M12. Which was which? Okay, M12 is bowling. And M04 is below 0. Well, I was told that mission 4, right, is time-based, so I'll go ahead and go to M12, which is actually not far from me.
Melvin called you a strange name. CLG, I think. What exactly does that mean?
Clever little girl. That's what it stands for, at least. It's nice that he made up his own nickname for me and all, but it sounds kind of weird. I wish he'd call me something normal, like just Patricia or Patty, you know?
Patty? Now that name's got a ring to it. I like it. How about Zach and I call you Patty from now?
Interesting. Well, here's my main quest, or one of them, Alexis's Diner and Lane.
Patty, is something wrong?
I got something to say. When I first met you in the hotel parking lot, you mentioned Saint Rouge, right? If you want to find it, maybe you should track down Professor R.
Professor R?
Yeah. Professor R owns the jazz bar on the other side of the bayou.
How do you know that?
Because.
Because, huh? Interesting.
You have my attention, but in any case, Alexis has been unlocked. Owl's Nest has been unlocked. Come on! Unreal. Pretty pleasant looking place. Inspect. Special sale for sunburned customers only. That is a status condition. Oh, okay, a save. I'll take it. Not that I've really done that much, but I have gone through some long cutscenes. I love the fast save. Well, I guess this is the table for me.
"10 maidens, Zack. Let's topple their hourglass figures and complete this oracle once and for all."
Oh, my lord. I don't believe I've seen you around here before. Sorry, honey, but you can't smoke in here. Since you're with Patricia, I'm guessing you're some friend of Melvin's.
He's Agent York from the FBI. This is Alexis, the owner of this restaurant. I'm helping out Agent York in his investigation. We signed a contract.
Oh, my lord. Well, ain't that something?
Alexis, focusing on the S.
"I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please, call me York. Everyone's always called me that."
Oh, my lord. Well, that's got to be the strangest introduction I've ever heard. No wonder everyone in town's been talking about you.
I want a chocolate sundae, but no cherries. I want 2 wafers instead. Don't put too many Rice Krispies on it. Oh, but don't scrimp on the chocolate syrup either.
Oh, my lord. And what'll it be for you, honey?
"Alexis, are these photos of the town?"
Oh, you like my pictures? My hobby's collecting snapshots of what our town used to be like. So whenever someone gives me an old picture, I just put it up here on display. Our world these days feels a bit cold to me, you know? Just thought it'd be nice to help folks remember what it was like in the good old days.
Zack, did you hear that? The good old days. Even in a remote town that's already far behind the times, there are still people who yearn for the past.
Okay, dude.
She told me what was going on, you know.
What?
Lise, you don't need to try and hide it from me, honey. Last time she came here, she told me all about it. Some odd fella was following her around, stalking her like.
What kind of fellow?
She said he had a really tall shadow,
How tall?
as tall as an oak tree.
Did that ring any bells for you?
Sadly, it didn't. I know just about everyone in this here town, but I ain't never seen a man who stands that tall. Maybe it really was an oak tree and she just mistook it for someone. Sometimes the silhouettes of them trees with lots of Spanish moss hanging down make me feel a little funny too.
I don't think so, Alexis. Lise said the shadow was following her, correct? That means she must have been stalked by a man as tall as an oak tree. If she had only mistaken an oak tree for a person, she wouldn't have described it that way. She might have said,
It felt like a crowd of people was staring at me.
Yes, exactly. She certainly wouldn't have talked about being followed by someone. Thank you, Patty. Zack, this data is all very intriguing, but it isn't the answer we're looking for. We came to knock down the 10 maidens, remember?
Oh, yeah! Booyah! Oh, I got a turkey!
Ooh, nice.
Truly mesmerizing, Zack. This is why I never tire of small-town investigations. Same goes for you, right?
What was a turkey again? 3 strikes or 5? Either way, it's really impressive. But what I was gonna say, who cares how tall the shadow was? If the sun is overhead, the shadow is nothing. If the sun's at like a 90-degree angle, not that it would be, your shadow would be freaking gigantic. It depends what time of day it was, not how tall the person actually was, right? I assume? In any case, where did she go? This is Patricia. There we go. Yeah, you. Can I... Okay, I can get up here. That said, though, I'll talk to Alexis as well.
What'll it be, honey?
I can order, or I can talk.
Is this place a bowling alley or a restaurant?
Oh my lord, what's wrong, honey? Can't tell the difference? It says restaurant right there on the outside.
How do you explain that, then?
That's so the customers can bowl while they eat. Convenient, ain't it? If you want to bowl, honey, you'll have to ask Mrs. Carpenter to open up the lane for you. But if you just want to eat, then all you need to do is call my name. Got it? Oh.
I love that. Oh. So, shrimp and grits, a hearty southern meal made from shrimp and dried corn. It'll fill you up a little. Sorry, it's just that I've never actually seen a grit before. Duck hash, sliced up duck fried with veggies. It'll fill you up well. Chocolate sundae, a dessert covered in gooey chocolate syrup. It'll fill you up a little. Bayonet, a traditional New Orleans treat fried in tasty oil. It'll fill you up a little. Red beans and rice, a home cooking favorite in the American South. It'll fill you up to the brim. This stuff sounds delicious.
Come back anytime, honey. You ain't gonna find any better Cajun food in all of Louisiana. What'll it be, honey?
And just talk. Why don't you take a break from all that investigating and enjoy some home-cooked soul food? Oh, don't worry, I'm enjoying the food, in my own way. Oh my lord, no siree, that ain't gonna cut it, honey. That ain't what you call enjoying something with all your heart. You're just taking it as it comes. Using nothing but your own experience to decide whether something tastes good or not. You're trying to measure food from an unknown land with the same measuring system you've always used. And that ain't gonna help you discover nothing new. Now, am I right or am I right? If you really want to enjoy the local food here, you need to do as the locals tell you. I see. Alexis, you may have a point. Well then, is there a certain food you'd like me to sample? Oh my lord, of course there is, honey. I got a recipe for a special Cajun dish that I can make right here in my diner. Eat this dish and power will course through your veins. It'll also calm your mind and refill your stamina. And it's filled with flavor that you ain't never going to experience in that big city of yours. Sounds very intriguing, doesn't it, Zack? Okay then, Alexis, can you make us that special dish right away? Oh my lord, how do you expect me to make a special dish that fast? Preparing all the ingredients takes a mighty long time, and I don't even have them all in stock. How about I bring you the ingredients you need then? Oh my lord, I see your good looks aren't all you got going for you, honey. You got some real grit, and that could go a long way. Anyway, I'm going to need a total of 3 ingredients. Would you mind bringing them to me one by one, honey? Here's the first ingredient I need. A chef of tradition. I need 1 rice at sugarcane something. Quest updated. Once you bring me the first ingredient, I'll start working on it. In the meantime, you should go out and find me the next one. I'm getting real excited now. It's been quite a spell since I last made the special dish. A special Cajun dish. Smells like a case, doesn't it, Zack? Now, here's the thing with this game. From what I've read online, the quests are good for getting little rewards, but apparently they don't really give you more information about the characters and backstory and stuff like that like they did in the original game, and as you can see, there doesn't appear to be voice acting for the side quests, just like there wasn't for the shower stuff, so I'm not going to make a point of pursuing them in this playthrough. But in any case, gather 1 rice at sugarcane plantation. I don't know. If something is really easy as I pass by, then maybe.
Agent York, if you're fixing to bowl, you're gonna be disappointed. Mrs. Carpenter never lets anyone else use the lane while she's here.
Patty, that's exactly what I came to do. You see, Zach and I need to bowl down 10 maidens.
Fine, go on and try if you wanna, but I'm gonna eat my sundae.
That looks freaking amazing.
Hey! Are you nuts?
What's the most addictive drug in the world?
How should I know?
It's sugar, Patty. Far more people die from obesity and diabetes than from cocaine and heroin. Alexis, would you give her some milk?
Oh, my Lord. Coming right up, honey.
Sugar might be dangerous, but it ain't against the law. You got no right to take that from me, even if you are some FBI agent.
Actually, Patty, I do. We signed a contract, remember? I promised to protect you from all the evil in our world.
Hey!
Wow.
Delicious. What an amazing chocolate sundae. Zach,
Wow.
I think we just uncovered an incredible treasure here. I feel like I could eat one of these every day while we're in this town.
Oh, what?
That sucks. I'm sorry. Also, I do kind of enjoy how anytime you say anything to Alexis, she starts with, "Oh my lord."
Just hurry and finish up your investigation already.
I'm sorry.
Can't stand being inside this place without a chocolate sundae. Not even for a second.
I do not blame her.
Don't worry, Patty. I'll knock down those 10 maidens in the blink of an eye. You just wait here and drink your milk.
Meh.
Absolutely brutal. In any case, I want a bowl.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Oh, howdy, stranger. My, you're a handsome one. You came out here from the city, didn't you? I can always spot you city folk from a mile away.
Mrs. Carpenter.
I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Would you mind calling me York, ma'am?
Oh, so you are from the FBI. I thought as much. So sophisticated. Well, my horoscope in the paper today told me I'd be meeting someone new. And those horoscopes never miss. They're the real deal. While one even predicted when I'd bowl my first perfect game. Oh, no. Oh, could you stand a bit closer to me? Whew, that was a close one. If you move any further that way, you'll cast a shadow over the lane. Well, the sheriff did that once, and something horrible happened. The next time I bowled, I got a gutter ball. First time in 12 years.
Oof.
I was mortified. And I am going to make sure nothing like that ever happens again. In our world, some routines lead to good things, while others only lead to the bad. So, you mustn't ever cast a shadow over the lane. Is that understood?
It's her routine, Zach. Understand? Just like us and coffee. Incidentally, ma'am, would you mind letting me use this lane too? I'm investigating the Lise Clarkson murder case. And I need to topple 10 maidens, no matter what it takes.
No, absolutely not. Not even the FBI can take my lane from me. I haven't given it up once ever since my husband passed away over a decade ago. I'll never break my promise to him.
But
Now, if you'll excuse me. Ooh, you like that? That's what I'm talking about. Who's your mama?
Zach, it looks like negotiations have failed. Now I'm afraid we have no choice but to force her to let us use her bowling lane. Yes, I know. I won't do anything illegal.
Interesting. Find a way to get Mrs. Carpenter to let you use the bowling lane. Ma'am, I must insist.
Excuse me, Mrs. Carpenter.
Stop! Not now! Can't you see I'm already in my bowling stance? What, are you blind? Holy Mother of bowling balls, let me pick up this split. Holy Mother of bowling balls, let me pick up this split.
Amazing.
Holy
Let me pick up this split.
That stance, always works on a split. Oh, yeah, never fails.
Zach, our new friend, appears to be a very superstitious lady.
Yeah, I figured. She's got the shadow over the lane, the horoscope stuff. What do I have to do? Walk under a ladder, show her the number 13, break a mirror?
We should try and utilize this trait of hers in order to gain access to the lane for a bit. That was an amazing shot, Mrs. Carpenter. In fact, it may have been the most amazing shot I've ever seen. Speaking of which, where did you happen to find all those neat little items?
Yeah, voodoo doll looking things on the left.
The ones you used to help you bowl that split just now.
Ooh, you got a keen eye there, Mr. Special Agent. Taking a liking to my collection, have you?
Oh yes, a great liking.
I buy all my charms and power stones from Erzuli Frida.
Erzuli Frida.
Yes, it's a mystical establishment run by the Mirror.
The Mirror?
If you're interested, I can mark it on your map for you.
Please.
Zach, this is it. Erzuli Frida. There must be a treasure trove of dubious trinkets on sale there. We may even be able to find something capable of changing her mind.
A black cat. An umbrella to open indoors.
It really feels like we're in the deep south now, doesn't it?
I don't know, maybe. In the previous installment he had something. Oh, that is the classic South. Oh wait, it isn't. A superstitious bowler. Clearly we're in the deep south. You may find a way to convince Mrs. Carpenter to let you bowl if you visit Erzuli Frida. Quest updated. For God's sake, it has been unlocked. I seriously can't believe this. It's just a typo they copy-pasted. Unreal. But I'm going to go ahead and save the game. And for now, it is time to stop the installment. Well, we certainly made a lot of progress today, didn't we? We left the hotel, and we met more quirky characters. One of whom is a child who's just sort of tagging along with us, I guess. You know, I have to admit, I am concerned, because this game is a prequel, and so in the first game, of course, the second game hadn't been made yet, so we never acknowledge her existence in any way. I hope nothing bad happens. The first game didn't leave every single person unscathed, did it? But no time for that now. We've got to figure out a way to bowl a striker a spare. Until next time, everyone.